following is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, guys, to our BioShock 2 remastered playthrough. We are in Inner Persephone. We've done some crazy things with Eleanor, the Splicers, and, well, you know, Sinclair, I guess. A little sad about that. But nonetheless, let's see. We've got some stuff that we have to take care of now, but I do want to make sure that we are in good standing with everything in this room. I think we've grabbed everything that we needed, except for a little extra money. Good, we're good. Okay. Just clearing out the room. Oh, nah, I don't care. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the security override, and things are about to hit the fan, I think. So, I think we're ready. Let's do it.
Override engaged. Ending security curfew.
Oh.
Sealing security office temporarily.
Ah, crap.
Sinclair died a hero of the Rapture family, Delta. Was he a friend to you, or just a tool?
Oh,
Can you even grasp the difference?
So many.
And Eleanor, you have chosen Subject Delta over your mother, your people, and the duty of your birth. So be it. You believe this craft will carry Delta to safety, like a spoiled child with a new toy. I have no choice but to take it away.
Oh, I didn't realize Eleanor was in
Curfew
there.
lifted. All cell blocks open.
Uh-oh,
All
crap.
bulkhead seals released.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Mother's turned her attention to the lifeboat. We must go there, now!
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Let's see. Out of my way. There we go. Freeze everyone in our path. Too many alphas. There's a lot of them. And I suspect there's probably going to be a lot more.
Every moment tears Eleanor further from me, Delta. Soon, this father obsession will end her. You have left me without want. Before you die, I will take all that you hold dear. Sinclair is just another body in your wake.
Trying to get through. Making good time. Winter Blast is really helping us get through this. I just don't want to sit here and waste all my ammo fighting all these alphas. They're super tanky and they take forever to beat.
I was afraid of this. Mother has bombed out the ballast compressors, Father. The lifeboat will be too heavy to launch. Unless... let me think. I think I can boil away the water and get the lifeboat to rise, but I can't generate that much heat alone. It's time to recruit the rest of Mother's little sisters. We're taking them with us. Head to the pediatric wards.
Okay. Pack dart. Okay, things have slowed down a little bit. You have a multi-part goal. Okay. Sure, whatever. Attack. Oh, we got it. I thought I didn't get that. Okay. Let's see what our multi-part goal is. Find the pediatric ward. Oh, I have to go to both these. Okay, whatever. Who cares? We'll just do both. As they say.
I won't let her take you from me again, Father. Hold on.
I don't... It's weird that she calls me father. Are we biologically related? That's not clear to me. I suspect this has been answered, but... What we got back here? Rocket spears. Okay. Oh, she disappeared. She does that a lot. It's like a Batman Commissioner Gordon thing. That's not creepy.
This is not a sermon. I will offer no insight. Every word I speak, you already know.
Mother's people are starting to detonate the charges. We don't have long.
I really hope it doesn't turn out to be a
Almost
time
to the
mission.
pediatric ward. I expect we'll be fighting our way inside.
Oh, killed that prisoner. Oh, it's above me. You see the shadow. Oh. Dang, blew him apart.
When you've cleared them out, I'll need a signal. Push the call button on the window there, and then I'll proceed.
Okay, I don't know what she was talking about. He's above. Oh, dang it. Where are you at? Okay. Great. Jesus! Where the hell did that thing come from? Good God.
I'll wake the children up. They're stronger than they know. With their help, I should be able to boil off the water and get us all out of here.
Weird. This is all weird.
Go on ahead, Father. I'll free them as quickly as I can, just as you showed me.
Come on. Crap. Whatever.
You are not saving them, Delta. No matter how pure your intent. The surface is not paradise, but perdition. I would sooner see them drown.
Well, I hope they don't feel that way. Where did I get more Adam from? These idiots. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Name?
Where am I?
Name?
What the fuck did you do with my wife?
Name?
Let me out of this chair!
Each choice, as though the world must bear it. Each
Look, Father, I know you may not have wanted a daughter, but love is just a chemical. We give it meaning by choice.
Do we?
I will be damned if I let Mother take you away from me again.
She seems awfully
The plasmid,
attached.
Father. Just point the way and I'll help you fight.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Super cool. Let's go back to the V's. God, she's incredible. She's such a badass. That's my daughter, everyone. Hopefully she can handle all that. Crap.
another charge gone. We have to keep moving. If this building falls, we're all dead.
There's a camera. Where is it at? Oh, there it is.
Eleanor was to be a composite of all Rapture's genius. The first living utopian, serving the world at large with no regard for herself. To force consciousness on such a being is to tear its wings away. That was your gift to her, Delta. Just as she hoped. You must be very proud.
Toads.
Delta was in top form today. The guards tried to make him take another dose of whatever the hell it is they're pumping into him, and he managed to take on all 4 of them at once. Snapping legs and arms, blood everywhere. They say one of the guys might not even wake up. I wish I could be that free.
Good God, man. God, she freaks me out every time. Feel bad killing an unarmed prisoner, but not that much. Like, I feel like they're probably going to turn on me, so just trying to get ahead of it. Still not fully understanding what's happening.
Steady, Father. Don't let go now.
Wake up! Why don't you wake up?
Fill in the room with bees.
Not lose!
Yes, my BBs. Ugh. They all look like monsters, and I don't mean that in like a rude way. They just look like all their faces look like hills have eyes or something, you know?
This is not a sermon. I will offer no insight. Every word you speak, you already know.
Welcome to the circus of value!
Oh, dang. Oh, the bees just destroyed him. Probably wasn't too smart to stand right there.
Now, one of the girls managed to dart past the nurse today and throw herself over the railing in the lobby. Not certain if she was trying to end her own life or merely escape. But either way, her legs had healed by the time I managed to get down to the first floor where she lay. Now, without proper setting, the rapid healing process had fused her bones back together at odd angles. We had to re-break and set them almost a dozen times, each due to the small window of viability. Now, those children may be immortal, but I can verify they feel pain. Advising Dr. Lamb on higher doses of sedatives to keep this from happening again.
Man, these guys just don't stand a chance. All about wiping the floor with yous. Oh. Oops. Messed up.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Dang it, I fell down. Now I have to go all the way back up. How am I drunk already? Nice, I'm so fast.
Welcome to the circus of value.
We're nearing another pediatric ward. It will be guarded, Father. Get ready.
I'm ready. Oh, I see the guy up there.
When you've cleared them out, I'll need a signal like before. Push the call button and I'll proceed.
Man, Swarm is so good. God, there's so many. Any more? Seems like that was all of them. Only one buck left. And Solid Slug, what's up? Oh god.
I think... Yes, we're ready for the ballast tank. I can boil off the water and get us out of here. We must return to the docking platform, Father, now.
Something seems fishy. I don't know. I feel like I'm being played again like last time. I can't help this. You know what I mean? Doesn't it just seem like, I don't know, she seems too good. Which, you know, wouldn't really be a big deal.
You granted Eleanor the will to choose. And now, like a plague, she spreads it to those innocents. To be self-aware is a curse, Delta. You are damning them.
Sure, I guess.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Damn it. Damn it. As long as I do it real fast, I guess it just shuts it off. Oh, where am I going? On my way, bot. Yeah, whatever. Gotta admit, though, Rapture is a massive achievement. Doing all this, it's crazy stuff. switch over to some solid. Gotta freaking boil the water.
I'm stepping inside the ballast tank, Father. Come up to the glass once you're ready for me to begin.
Go
There's
for
no
it.
going back once we start.
Sure. Super weird. I don't... Am I dumb? I don't get this.
You would rip my only daughter from her home and family and feed her to a world without hope.
Yes.
Though Utopia may die with her, I would sooner see us fall.
Okay.
Goodbye, Eleanor. Mother will be waiting for you.
Here they come, Father! Hold them off until I can bring it to a boil. Nearly boiling. It's boiling. I can help you fight back now. Use the plasmid.
Yeah, her telekinetic abilities are pretty impressive.
I've done it, Father. The ballast water is gone. Release the docking mechanism. The elevator to the lifeboat is flooded, Father. We have to equalize the pressure in here or the
Okay, in a sec.
door won't open. Destroy those glass tubes to flood the room.
Okay, sounds good, whatever the hell that means.
We've done it, Father. We're launching. Get to the elevator.
Day don't day. Ha. Can I buy ammo? Nope, it's shut down. Oh, there's still ammo, like, sitting outside, huh? I can't really use weapons here anyway, can I? Be reborn in the womb. Okay. Whoa. Achievement unlocked. Heading to the surface.
Father, we're falling! Run!
This is as fast as I can go. Slow motion. Oh god, is she gonna blow up? Is she okay? We didn't do all this for our daughter to die. There's no way. She has to be alright. Hashtag cutscenes. If he's outside, like, that air pressure is gonna give him the bends.
And then, Father, the Rapture dream was over. You taught me that evil is just a word. Under the skin, it's simple pain. For you, mercy was victory. You sacrificed, you endured, and when given the chance, you forgave. Always.
What is she gonna do to
Mother
Mother?
believed this world was irredeemable, but she was wrong, Father.
You gonna kill her?
We are Utopia, you and I. And in forgiving, we left the door open for her.
I have questions.
The Rapture dream is over, but in waking, I am reborn.
Hey, she's
This
normal.
world is not ready for me, yet here I am. It would be so easy to misjudge them. You are my conscience, Father, and I need you to guide me.
There we go. I really thought I was getting played, but it seems she's okay. Wait, am I dead or did she save me? I don't know what's going on.
You will always be with me now, Father.
Oh, you just
Your
sucked his
memories,
essence away.
your drives. And when I need you, you'll be there on my shoulder, whispering.
I didn't say anything at all throughout the entire game. You're telling me I'm gonna whisper to you now? So now what? That was rude. She just made that for you. She's all like, nah.
If Utopia is not a place, but a people, then we must choose carefully, for the world is about to change. And in our story, Rapture was just the beginning.
So why didn't Jack come back from the first game and save everybody if he knew about all this? Like, I don't understand. Like, what? I don't get it. Are there extras? There was a museum before. Downloadable content. Protector trials, Minerva's Den. That sounds dumb. Don't really care about that. Okay, well, I guess there you have it. That wraps up our BioShock 2 playthrough. I guess in summary, it definitely improved a lot on the first game. A lot less bugs, a lot less crashing anyway, but, you know, that could be one of a whole bunch of different things. This game is still relatively new from a remastered standpoint, I think like 2016, but the original game came out, I want to say, in 2010. BioShock 2 in particular. I like the narrative of being a big daddy this time. That was a lot of fun. The drill was awesome. We didn't really seem to get a whole lot of new plasmids, or at least none that really caught my attention. All the plasmids that we got were the same exact ones, at least the ones that I used from the first game, which not really a complaint. I can't imagine they'd be developing new plasmids, like, so story-wise, lore-wise, narratively, having new plasmids doesn't really make a ton of sense. There were a couple, I guess, because you had one that summoned, what's-her-face, Eleanor. The entire tone of the game made me really feel like I was going to get double-crossed by Eleanor somehow, and maybe that could have happened if I was a little bit more cruel to the little sisters. I'm still really uncomfortable with the idea of a big daddy having a little sister, because you can't be a daddy to your sister unless, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've made this joke before, but it's also not really a joke. Like, that does actually kind of concern me. I don't really understand Eleanor's tie to Big Daddy either, or Delta in particular. Like, I guess, yeah, that was your partner, I suppose, but I don't know. Bringing him back and going through all that, that whole thing was a little bit weird. I don't really understand it. And then was the whole idea that this just collapsed Rapture, and now Eleanor escaped with whatever remained of the little sisters, and they're just floating in the water now? Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. There's got to be something else to this. Let's take a look. I'm curious. There's got to be something going on. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, so here's the closing paragraph on the BioShock wiki, specifically regarding everything that happened since I think the last video to this one. So let me just read this final paragraph to kind of be able to summarize what it says. Following Eleanor's instructions, Delta brings her parts of a big sister armor, allowing her to free Delta and fight by his side. They resolve to make their escape from Rapture using Sinclair's escape pod. Okay, so assuming it's not just like a lifted to the surface pod, it might have propellers and other things to help direct them to the nearest land. I don't know. Lamb, upon seeing her daughter defy her, plans to set off bombs that will send them plummeting to the bottom of the sea. During their escape, Delta is forced to kill Sinclair, who had been captured by Lamb and transformed into a big daddy. Eleanor and Delta make it to the escape pod, but a final trap set by Lamb mortally wounds Delta. Inside the flooded escape pod with her mother, Eleanor makes the choice to either kill or save Lamb. Okay. Depending on the choices made by the player throughout the game, the player will receive different endings. In the good ending, Eleanor will use her big sister needle to absorb Delta's atom and conscience so they can be together forever, with Delta guiding Eleanor's actions and drives. In the bad ending, so we got the good one, okay? In the bad ending, and I presume this is something that happens if we kill all the little sisters, it says in the bad ending, she will brutally harvest Delta's essence and atom, heralding the birth of a monster. However, if Delta demonstrated some form of compassion throughout his journey, then Delta will have the option to stop and sacrifice his life to give Eleanor a chance at redemption. So the bad ending still kind of leads to a potentially good ending. But yeah, that looks like that's it. Downloadable content, Minerva's Den. Let's see what this is. Single player downloadable content, blah, blah, blah. Shows a new side of Rapture within Minerva's Den, the high-technology district of the city, and explores the backstory of the Thinker, a supercomputer responsible for the controls of many automatic devices and systems in the underwater metropolis, and its creator, Charles Milton Porter. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't really care to play that, though. The Protector Trials. Additional content. So that's what it says about that. Unlike the main story of BioShock 2, the player does not take the role of Subject Delta, but controls another Alpha series Big Daddy taken out of hibernation by Tenenbaum, Bridget Tenenbaum, just before the events of BioShock 2. Very curious. Okay. She wants the Alpha series to take Adam away from Sophia Lamb in an attempt to foil her plans, which means it's a prequel that didn't go anywhere, because obviously it failed. Each challenge requires the player to protect little sister while she drains Adam from a corpse using a specific set of weapons. Okay, so it kind of seems like a mixed bag of horde mode, as it were, but whatever. Anyway, BioShock 2, I liked it. It was fun. It was a good game. Had some great stuff to it. Really enjoyed it. Narratively, the thing about the lore with these games, both BioShock 1 and 2, and I think it's probably going to be the same way, it's kind of difficult to follow. And I don't like how you have to find all these journals in order to get bits and pieces of it all. Like, that's sort of annoying. It's like, don't make me search for the lore. Just give it to me. Let it be part of the narrative. Granted, if I see one of the journals, I'm going to pick it up, the recordings, and play them. But it bothers me how much fetching you have to do to get that. And story-wise, it just seems there's so many like plot holes and leaks, no pun intended, within the entire narrative of Rapture. It just doesn't really make sense. And I guess that just bothers me to an extent, because on one hand, I'm thinking like, okay, like this is basically a giant underwater world, kind of like Atlantis, right? Sort of as it is in a manner of speaking. But it's confusing. It's like, how did you develop the technology for this? How did you develop plasmids? Or what's the point of the big daddies and the little sisters? What's their whole process of bonding? Like, what do they look like under the suits? Not that that really matters. It's just my own personal curiosity. How do you pair them off? Like, do they lose their humanity? Are they completely brainwashed and mind controlled? Which sort of suggests that is the case because Sophia Lamb has that over Sinclair. Plus, there's a plasmid that allows you to control, I think, other big daddies. So I'm assuming that's what's happening here. It sort of bothers me though. They did say that that human being, or I guess human males in particular, volunteers would be hard to come by to make them big daddies. But what do they do to them? Do they just brainwash them and shove them in a suit, or are they mutants underneath? Because a lot of them seem to show a lot of strength. Also, I don't understand the Splicers and how many are in the city occupying all that. Like, they all seem to be super duper crazy, but how do they function? What do they do down there? Do they make food? Do they take showers? Do they use the toilet? Like, I don't understand what they're doing because the only thing they seem to be doing down there is like climbing on walls, teleporting around and shooting at me with guns. So I don't know what their point is. Like, or let me rephrase that. I don't know what their 24-hour schedule would be like. And that would help me understand those characters a little bit more since you fight so many of them, especially in this game. But it's difficult to follow because, like, it's a video game and there's a story here, but from a narrative, it's like everything is very loosely connected or it's very loosely stitched together. It just feels like the fabric of the story could just unravel and fall apart very easily because scientifically speaking, none of this makes any sense. And I feel like you might be looking at me rolling your eyes, oh, it's a video game, and you could say the same thing about movies and TV shows, but like, at least they try, you know? They try to explain it because in order for you to kind of like be like, okay, like if I'm going to invest and immerse myself in this story, I need to suspend the idea that this is all make-believe, and I need to be able to really buy into it. And I can only buy into it if they lay it on thick enough to make me feel like, okay, like this makes sense. It might be fake pseudoscience, but they didn't even try to like give that in here. They're just like, here's telekinesis and super electric powers, and now you're one of the X-Men and you have all the powers at the, you know, and all you got to do is just inject something in your skin and you're good. It doesn't make sense. None of that makes sense. But whatever. Aside from the story, which I like but have tons of problems with, I really like the game. BioShock 2 is a lot of fun. The remastered version looks great, feels great, plays great. Really enjoyed it. Great time, great action. I loved the action. I do love the use of the plasmids and the guns. I just don't really understand the science behind it or the story lore behind that, but that's a whole other thing. Overall, though, BioShock 2, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed this game. Had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you guys got more out of the story than I did because, again, my stupid brain is hard to comprehend this sort of far-reaching fake science mumbo-jumbo. Like, I have an easier time believing, like, the science behind how Green Lantern has his powers or how the X-Men use their powers in the Marvel world than I do what they were trying to explain in this game. But whatever. Anyway, that wraps up BioShock 2. Enough rambling for me. Before you guys go, as I always request, if you'd be so kind as to hit the like button. I should say, would you kindly hit the, which I guess that really doesn't make sense in the context of this game because they don't say that. That was something that was used by Fontaine/Atlas on Jack in the first game, which I feel like isn't a spoiler because if you're watching BioShock 2, chances are you've seen the BioShock 1. You wouldn't really start here. Doesn't really make sense. Whatever. Anyway, feel free to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. It means a lot to me, and I would appreciate it if you did. And I also, as usual, if you have any feedback, if you have any alternate thoughts or experiences with BioShock, I know that the games recently came out in a master collection for the Nintendo Switch at the time of making this video. So there's a lot of you guys that are playing that. If you have any feedback on your experiences, leave them down in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'd love to talk about it. We will continue on with a brand new game tomorrow, right here on the Marcanine channel. New episodes debut every day at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me on this continued journey into Rapture. We had that with the first game and now the second game, and it's been a really great time. So hopefully you've enjoyed these 45-hour-long videos, more or less, and I'll see you next time when we continue on with a brand new gameplay right here on the Marcanine channel. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves, be well, and I will see you next time. Later, guys.